anyone that might tune in. My name is Christopher Wood. I am 52 years old, and I am a full physical identity theft victim, compliments of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. I am a 6-year injured, tortured, brain damage, skull split, deformed, body mutilation, kidnapped, sex assault, false arrested, medically blacklisted, attempted murder, slave trafficking victim for speaking Ontario Provincial Police crimes. Police in Napanee who are involved in murders, sex slavery trafficking, identity thefts, financial thefts and frauds, and guilty of multiple murders, children and adults. Ex-Chief of Commander, year 2019, he drove a white Jeep Wrangler. He had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street in Napanee, Ontario in August of 2019 before he left. Staff Sergeants, years 2019-2021, kidnapping and sodomy, sex assault, Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Robert Cain7224, Dave Weiss, Stacy, a mental health worker, Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner, the Justice of the Peace, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic. She is the girlfriend to Stacy. She is the one that falsifies medical files for treatment refusals, discriminations, and then having their victims medically blacklisted and falsely charged to cover up crimes in an attempt to cover them up and have their victims totally fucked. So, congratulations, Ontario Provincial Police, Bill Wooldridge, a guy who was guilty of stalking and murdering my mother. OPP cop, Constable Detective Blair Hardy Kane. He's guilty of rapes, financial thefts and frauds, welfare disability, meth trafficking, torture crimes, and multiple murders. Dale Hartwick, Harry Hartwick, Tony Hearns are all guilty of torture crimes on me, with and for OPP for drop charges and free drugs. Guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit 4 drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his ex-wife's boyfriend. Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Bert Hustler, Raymond LeBlanc, Robert Berry are all guilty of murders and attempted murder with and for OPP. They are their drug traffickers, their sex slave traffickers. Each and every one of them are registered sex offenders and paid fucking junkies who are committing crimes and murders in Napanee, Ontario with and for the police. Damage is done, time is bought. Blinded in my right eye, complete total deforming, complete total fucking body mutilations, total lung damage, and not being able to do anything about it. When people disappear, families are murdered and missing, it is Ontario Provincial Police. Whether this is seen or not, because my Facebook, my computer, my YouTube, and all my social media sites have been hacked. This is how OPP are covering up this crime against me. So I hope at least one person sees this and at least gets shared. I am the end of my bloodline. OPP are guilty of murdering my mother and doing this to me. As I said, families are murdered and missing. It's the police involved. There is also a Chris Brandt and there is a Shaw McKay. Chris Brandt is the brother to a Tyendinaga reserve cop. He is guilty of torture crimes on me. He is guilty of attempted identity theft, brain injuring. He has tubes in his head, hermaphrodite, and very seriously dangerous crackhead. I'm going to be disappearing soon. And I just want to say, whether this is seen or not, congratulations on getting away with another murder, OPP. You did it. Luckily, I have no fucking medical rights, human rights, or legal rights. Never speak OPP crimes. Never go near OPP. Avoid them at all costs. You need help. call other cops because it will result in you being killed and your entire bloodline being murdered through the police, and they will get away with it, especially if you are poor, homeless, elderly, or disabled. How much was I sold for, Master Spencer Mills? Yeah, that's right. I am being forced to call these fucking cops masters because they are pieces of shit. Lobotomizing brain fucking pieces of garbage is what Ontario Provincial Police is. Spencer Mills is a serial killer. He travels between Aurelia, Napanee, Wellington, and all over Ontario committing fucking murders and getting away with it, and then he transfers to avoid arrest, charging, and lawsuits. There is not a single person within Napanee, Lennox, and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police that isn't corrupt and isn't guilty of sex assaults or being involved with sex slavery or murders, and that is a fucking fact. I am going to have charges pressed against the police, and I'm going to have doctors charged as well. Look what the fuck you done to me, and I'm not taking a fall for Gimpy, Van Alstyne, Tyler Lake, or any other Robert Cain fall down pieces of shit garbage who suck his dick. So, congratulations, OPP. Congratulations, Jason Van Alstyne. One way or another, I'm going to see you in a fucking pine box for what you've done. You're guilty of murdering in 2021. You're guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud. I have illegal prisoner tracking put into me as well. How OPP are framing victims, trafficking, and killing successfully. Compliments of Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic and Lennox and Addington County General Hospital medical blacklisting their victims and then having them falsely charged to get out of crimes that they are guilty of against their victims. The justice of the peace is also involved with attempted murder as well. Hit the like, share, subscribe. I am Christopher Wood. I am 52 years old. And this is what happens when you speak OPP crimes in Napanee. Congratulations, you murdering pieces of shit. You're lucky I have no rights.